Hello, my gorgeous makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It's another week. So we have sort of a week's worth of new makeup releases to talk about. But much more importantly, the gorgeous Tia has returned.
Although I feel like the tables have turned. You're wearing makeup and I look like an egg at this point.
It happens eventually. But it's frustrating because you're still gorgeous. So fuck you, frankly.
Yeah, maybe a little, maybe a little.
Annoyingly so. But you know the drill, lads. There will be no episode if you guys didn't tag me. So I'm going to display all the fabulous people who tagged me. I so appreciate it. And I also want to say a massive thank you to everyone who joined for live releases and rants, which happened for the first time ever last week. I do plan on doing it again. It was weird and it was wonderful. But we do have a few little things to talk about. And the first thing is, of course, the fact that Blend Bunny revealed their new palette. We knew it was happening because there was a change of logo. But this is their Machina palette, which is essentially all around like a sci-fi theme. Now, this was a sort of a collaboration between the owner and her father before he passed, so it is kind of like a labor of love. So she's gone back to her traditional gradient order of shadows, which I'm sure is pleasing to quite a few people, and it's launching on the 1st of December. So as you're watching, this is already available, and it's $45 US. It's very matte heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It reminds me of something. I can't really put my finger on. Like, I think it's the greens somehow making it like, I don't know. I don't think it's a palette for me though.
When I looked at this, it reminded me of like almost like a hybrid between Ace Beauté and Sample Beauty. That's what I felt when I looked at it. And I will say, I feel like there's a couple of shades here that are very similar to the Primal palette, which I know obviously was discontinued, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, she's putting it back where people were probably looking for it. So I think for the two of us, like we've had quite a few Blend Bunny things. We're probably starting to like dupe our collection. So it's definitely not for me. And I'm also like not into sci-fi, so it's not like I'm looking at this kind of going, oh my god, this is
Well,
totally
I am, but I love the artwork. I love the cover, and I love all that. But just the color story just isn't like wowing me. It's not like pulling me in. Like the colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I love all the colors except the reds.
Yeah, well,
We all know I hate red. It's just not doing it for me. I don't know. I feel like
agree.
somebody hasn't done like a palette after I think old enough that I've been like, oh wow, I absolutely need that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm exactly the same. I think this is where like the theme doesn't entirely match the shadows, in my opinion. I think this is where of all of the palettes, you could have really gone for a more like multi-chrome. I know she definitely has one multi-chrome in there. It's the shade Cyborg, but like it should have been more multi-chrome heavy, some iridescent shimmers. There definitely should have been some holographic shades in there. Like that would
Yeah,
have been
definitely.
and I think more neon shades would have really
Yeah.
made sense.
Like I love the artwork more than I love the palette. Like the palette cover, I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah,
But then I look at the palette and I'm like, that doesn't really like translate for me
yeah.
how I would imagine that cover of a palette look like inside.
I agree. Like it's a pity that they don't have that like bright green from the outside of the palette in the palette itself. Like this is what I'm saying. Like it's missing like those neons because I think that would have been super super cool.
But it's not I feel like it's not an ugly palette.
Oh God,
But
no.
it's like it's beautiful colors, and I feel like people are gonna do amazing
Yeah.
looks with it, and I know it's gonna be a good formulation. So I mean, I feel like this might do well for her.
Yeah, I agree. Like the thing is, if you're looking at this and you like the color story, you're gonna enjoy it. The formula is good. Like in my opinion, obviously everyone is going to like get on with formulas in a different way based upon their preferences. They kind of work in the way that I like. So for me, it's
Yeah,
nice. I think this is going to work, and this is going to sound very bizarre, quite well for drag queens because it's very very matte heavy.
yeah, yeah. It does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not for me, and that's totally fine. Things do not have to be for me because I am trying to be a little bit smarter with my money, but I am still, as we all know, an absolute idiot. So trying to be good is very very difficult. It's like trying to swim upstream. But this one at the moment just isn't tempting for me. I think because I can dupe a lot of these shades from either Blend Bunny themselves or from other brands. It just
same.
But when I put it to you guys, 20% of you loved it, 66% said not for me, and 15% said that you appreciated the return to the colour columns. Now we did talk, or at least I did talk about the Melt Cosmetics Bailey Sarian release last week, but we have a little bit more information on it and we have more pictures on it, so I figured let's have a little chat about it. There was like a pre-order or an early release for people who were like signed up to the newsletter, but when you were signed up you could only get like the full collection or the liquid lipsticks, but you can get things on general release like in the single forms from the 4th of December. Of course you can get the full kit for $175, a palette and liner set for $99. It's called the If Looks Could Kill bundle. There's the Kiss of Death bundle, so that includes the 4 bullet lipsticks and also the heart-shaped bag. There's the Fatally Yours Ultra Matte eyeshadow palette for $58, which in my opinion extremely expensive for an all matte eyeshadow palette, and I don't like their matte formulas. I don't think it's fantastic. Yeah, the colours themselves quite nice, but I could dupe it across a lot of my existing Melt eyeshadow palettes if I want to. They have the Fatally Yours heart bag for $30. Now let's talk about the shit that I actually think is interesting. The Ultra Matte lipsticks. They come in 4 shades. There's Wolfsbane, Nutmeg, Gallerina and Hemlock. They're $22 each. There's the Ultra Matte gel eyeliners in Nightshade and Onyx. They're $22 each. And there's the glitter eye gel in the shades Boom Slang and Wisteria, and they're $22 each. I mean, we'll talk about the overall bundle. Obviously the best value is to get the full bundle for $175. I kind of wish there was more bundles of like say the gel liners together rather than the gel liner and the palette, because like the palette just doesn't do anything for me. In the like it doesn't in the sense that I like the color story.
It's a pretty color story, but I'm just like, I don't like Melt eyeshadow formula. I just don't like it. So it's I wouldn't just buy it for the color story, because it just, I don't think the formula is worth it. Not for $58.
I completely agree. I think it's really interesting that they went with an all matte eyeshadow palette, and I think this is because their shimmers are lackluster. I mean,
they're so.
Oh my god, like Chloe Demure, if you don't know her, her name is Chloe Demure, Save the Victory Roll. She did a video using some of the Nightmare Before Christmas palettes, and she put a shimmer on, and I swear to god it just kept disappearing. It was just like, where have you gone?
Where have you gone?
It was like that dad who went off to get milk and just never came back. That's what those shimmers were. Just absolutely terrible. I also think this has kind of come out a little bit too soon after their 2 Nightmare Before Christmas collabs.
Oh, yeah. They have like released so much stuff like the end of the year. And it's just too much. It's too close to their other 2 launches. I feel like they're not letting like people enjoy the stuff that they launch before they launch something else.
Agreed. It's too much. I do like the lipstick bundle of like the heart-shaped bag and then the 4 lipsticks. I think that's decent.
The bag is
$5.
so cool.
Isn't it adorable? I think that's so cute. And the lipstick sounds fab.
And the glitter pots, or what those look interesting too.
They do. They look so cute. I think
I saw watches of those on like TikTok or somewhere, and they are really pretty, like really, really pretty.
I think personally, she could have edited this down and had it be, I mean, honest to God, just get rid of that eyeshadow palette. We don't need it. I don't love the look of the liquid lipsticks. I don't like the shades. I love the bullet lipsticks. I think they are fabulous. So I think she should have gone with the 4 liners, the really cute bag, and the bullet lipsticks, and just left it at that.
Yeah.
But it is cute.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like I feel like Melt and Bailey, I feel like their aesthetics are kind of like matching.
Oh, super matching. This
makes sense to me a lot, like as a collab.
I feel Melt really needed this because they are nowhere near as relevant as they once were. Yeah. So I think they really needed to use Bailey for that. And I mean,
Yeah.
she has 7 million subscribers. So even if like 1% of her subscribers bought anything, that is still like 70,000 sales.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like that is a lot. And then there's going to be other people that just like it for the look of it.
Yeah.
It's it's not for me. I mean, I did half think about getting the lipsticks, but I was like, no, Teresa, you have so much.
Yeah.
You're a silly goose.
Yeah, you don't need those.
No, I don't. And like I was kind of half thinking about the glitter liners, but I got like amazing glitter pots from Moira Cosmetics.
Mm.
Yeah, keep an eye out. That's watching Sundays, lads. There's going to be
Oh,
holographic
yeah.
glitters coming out in the sunlight. So for me, I was like, I just don't need it. I have better at a cheaper price point. But there you go. I haven't put it to you guys yet, so I will show you guys your overall impressions of what this collab is. Then we have a collaboration between Glamsmitty and Shine by SD Cosmetics. Now, I don't have any information about how much this is going to cost, but apparently they have a giveaway on at the moment, so I'm assuming it's kind of going to be around about then, because the new collection is coming out Sunday, which is the 3rd, so tomorrow as you're watching, and they said that they're going to be giving the pricing soon. Now we're filming on a Wednesday, so if I do know by now of editing, I'm going to put the price down below. So this is the Forest Hues Mystic Streams, I believe. Yes, I mean, I think they've done something quite smart in the sense that Shine by SD are known for their shimmer formula, and we've said this a million times before. If you're good at something, either like go balls to the wall or do half and half.
Yeah.
And they went balls to the wall and they did a full-on shimmer palette. Now half of the palette is essentially the Forest Hues, and then the other half is Mystic Stream. So they've kind of cut it up in a certain way. Yeah, there does seem to be almost like holographic-y shades in there.
Look so pretty.
They do. They look fab.
Stunning.
I suspect these are the sort of shades that look even better in a video. Now I'm gonna keep an eye
Yeah.
out. If I can find a video of these swatches, I'll insert them so that you can get a little bit of an idea of it. Now I personally love seeing collabs because it's essentially like almost a love letter between a brand and a collaborator, and Glamsmitty is a much smaller creator, so it is really nice when they get that sort of recognition. I think this is really, really pretty.
Yeah, I really like it.
Same.
But the price could be something crazy. We don't know yet. Hopefully not.
I mean, I'll give them my firstborn.
Baby.
I don't have to explain to them that I'm never having children. Yeah, that's how you get around these sort of negotiations.
I think this very very nicely executed. I really like the shades, and especially that Lothlorien.
Can I just say, so glad that you're the one who tried to pronounce it, because I was looking at that one too and I was like, nope, not even going to try and say it.
That looks so pretty.
Doesn't it?
That looks like my kind of shade, and also Intangible looks so nice. These all look nice, but I really like this. I have nothing bad to say about it.
I agree. I think it's done really well. I mean, Shine by SD is a really good brand from what I've heard. Now, I've never tried anything from them because they are a US-based indie brand, so by the time they get over here, it costs me an arm and a leg. But I do think this is fabulous. If you are based in the US, you haven't tried them, and you're looking at this might be the one to try. I mean, this is going to be fabulous, like a little bit of a matte shadow on the lid and then just shove this all over. I love a lazy look. I'm here for it. I think it's fabulous. I don't know what you guys think yet, but personally, I think it's fabulous. Now, I know we normally talk about makeup, but I got tagged in this and I felt the need to talk about this because I did watch Wednesday on Netflix and I did quite enjoy it. I think that Jenna Ortega is pretty cool. But this is House of Sillage and they do crazy expensive collaborations. They've done ones with Disney in the past. This is their Wednesday limited edition fragrance and it's basically based upon the girls that are like living together in their little dorm. So one half is obviously Wednesday's room and the other half is it Luna's room? I can't remember her name. It's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it too, but I can't remember her
Yeah.
name.
Don't know. Very confusing. But apparently, the scent profile is spicy, floral, and woody. And it's apparently on pre order right now and it'll ship after December 11th. So you're probably not going to get it in time for Christmas. It is limited edition. It looks absolutely stunning. I haven't even looked up what price it's going to be because I suspect it would cost approximately 5 million euro. I'm actually literally just Googling it right now. I think the set looks really cute. Like it looks adorable.
Yeah,
Like the actual packaging, very, very cute. But I think they've kind of missed a trick in that they've made it be one perfume. Like, why not have it be so that they can kind of detach?
yeah, like 2 perfumes that you
Yeah.
could like use because people like to like mix perfumes also. So 2 that you could use separately, and then they would combine in another scent. So you would basically have 3 scents in one.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I can't find any information about how much it's going to cost, but if I have found it,
Probably an arm and a leg. So
I mean, more than likely, like it looks absolutely stunning. If I found like an ornament that looked like this, I'd get it for like maybe 20 euro.
yeah,
It cost that much. I'd be like, yeah, that'd look nice on my shelf. But I mean, I don't know. I personally don't like buy perfumes without having smelt them. And I don't
yeah,
know of anywhere that I can just wander into and be like, I'm going to try House of Sillage.
yeah.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
super Irish, so I kept thinking of it as House of Silage, which is what you feed to cattle. So parallel gal right here. Yeah, I mean it looks super cute, but it's gonna cost you 5 million euro. I mean those like is it turquoisey like do they have like special stones or whatever in them? Like they look really pretty, like from the top.
Yeah,
It
it
looks
is nice. It's nice looking. It's gonna look nice on your shelf or on your desk or
and that's
somewhere.
what
But
you buy perfume for.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
For sure. Anyways, I haven't any idea what you guys think of it, but I will show you guys what your impression of it is. And this is Isamaya Beauty. Yeah, you know the ones who normally do the penis lipsticks. Well, this is their Isamaya Lips Lip Balm. So they have 6 new shades of sheer lipstick balm, and it's in a refillable format. So basically, what you can do is if you have the lip balms from before that are penises, let's be real, you can basically slot in these new ones so that they're refillable, which I think is smart. Like it's good for the world. They're $34 each, so affordable
Wow.
for the mayor.
Wow. I'm like, this is a snooze fest for me. Lip balms, lip balms, 6 shades of like, who cares?
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean,
I'm so over these like lip oils and lip balms and like these kinds of things that does nothing to your lips.
literally same. And I don't understand how they cost as much as they do.
Yeah, $34 for that. Are you insane? I would never. I would never.
Yeah, can you imagine trying to justify?
Maybe if I was like a billionaire, then
Yeah,
I probably would not care. But like us normal people who don't have extensive amounts of money to our exposure, we just, who would buy that? Like I'm genuinely interested who would spend that much on a lip balm.
I mean, maybe if you had like a gift card or something and you're,
No.
I want to try something for science or something. I don't know, like maybe just out of sheer curiosity. But I don't think it's a case of like, oh, I've run out of my lip balm, I'll go and buy this one. Like,
Yeah.
that, like I would struggle even with like, say, buying a bullet lipstick for $34. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to have to get it.
Yeah.
But a fucking lip balm,
No.
just get some Vaseline.
It's a no for me, and it's a no for Cleopatra too.
Yeah, basically. I mean, fair enough if you love this sort of thing, but it just ain't for me. I'm going to show you guys what you thought. But this next brand, then, we're back to indie beauty again. This is Dieverune Cosmetics. This is a brand that is run by M. Jones, and this is apparently some of their new products. It's the Spectral Shimmers, so it's loose pigments, and that's coming out on Friday. So as you're watching, this is already available. I've no idea what the price is yet, and she hasn't revealed any swatches at the moment. But these look really pretty, and they look very finely milled, which is nice.
Yeah, look nice. I don't get really excited about pigments.
Yeah.
It's because I forget it. Like I like how they look. And I love I do like how pigments and all those look, but I always forget to use them. Always. And I'm like, oh, then I never remember to use them. And then they just sit in my drawer. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, eyeshadow, and like shiny eyeshadow. But then pigments, no, I can't remember to use those ever.
I mean, this is like the biggest case of tell me you're neurodivergent without telling me you're neurodivergent, because I'm exactly the same. Do you know what's awful, right? I have actual fucking pigments on my desk, left on my desk in front of me, and still I go la 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 la, and I don't remember. Do not remember.
I have to make like an actual effort, like decide like I'm using this today, and it has to be there, and then I remember to use it. But if I'm just doing my makeup and I'm like, I want shiny things, but pigments never come to my mind, and I don't know why.
No, literally the same, and I don't know what it is. Like I have a lot of them for some reason. I think I sometimes like think that I'm a better person than I am when I'm buying things. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna use it, and then I don't. But then I take it out every so often, kind of go, oh, it's so pretty. Why don't I use this? Because I forget.
Same.
Yeah. I do think though, like M Jones is doing really, really great with her brand.
Yeah.
So kudos to her. I have her first palette, The Moth and the Moon, which I do need to review on this channel at some point. So guys, let me know if you want that, because I'll do whatever you tell me to do, guys. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. But I haven't put it to you guys yet, but I'll show you what your overall impressions are. Another day, another Made by Mitchell launch, and I swear to God, there's just too much. There's too much happening. New fucking blush bombs, and now we have this. He's called it his Lash Lacquer. It's mascara, lads. It's mascara.
Like, why do I think he already had this?
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know.
Scott. It does feel like we've seen it all before from him. Like I'm just like, oh Mitchell, this is, and it's £12, so it's not bad, but also like nothing new. Like weirdly, Lethal Cosmetics did their 7 shades of colourful tubing mascaras last week for €14.50, and in my mind they were much more interesting. Whereas this, he only has 3 colours, or no, sorry, he has 4 colours. Apologies. There's nude lacquer, there's cobalt lacquer, brown lacquer, and black lacquer. Who the fuck is Sorry, but who is using that nude lacquer? Can I seriously ask?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, I can understand the brown one because that's brilliant for redheads, because sometimes like having like black mascara on looks.
I like the brown one. Black one, obviously. Blue one, yeah. But I don't know, maybe the nude for like brows, if you want to do like bleach brows, but you can do it with other products too. You want mascara maybe wouldn't be the best for that. Don't really understand that, but
yeah,
I don't know. Mitchell launches so much stuff that I'm just like, will you just give us a break, please? It's like a launch after launch after launch after launch. Like I swear he launches something every month.
Oh, not every week. It feels like.
Yeah, it feels like every week.
I literally just talked about his fucking blush balm last week, and now it's too much. I think he's like trying to be the new makeup revolution.
Yeah.
Mitchell, you can do better. Please stop. Anyways, I'll show what you guys thought of it. Then we have Menagerie Cosmetics, and they had gotten rid of their Arthurine blush palette a while ago. They discontinued it, but now they have their Arthurine eyeshadow palette, and it's already available. It is apparently $20, I believe, something like that.
Not bad. That's actually really good.
Yeah, I think it looks quite cute. I mean, I will say I just primarily get very stuck on their covers of their palettes.
Yeah.
Like,
The cover is so cute. The color story, not for me, but the cover is so cute.
Because like the color story, I could totally dupe from palettes that I have already, like the Be Perfect Antidote. Like I could take a lot of the shade from that.
Definitely.
I do feel this is quite late. This is very like autumnal.
Yeah, I feel like this would be better at like, let's say, September.
Yeah, I wonder if this was like maybe a stocking issue and they're only just kind of getting to it now. I do think it's cute though. Like I wouldn't be angry getting it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it either. I've had nightmares with Menagerie Cosmetics in the past though, trying to get stuff from them. I ordered one thing once and it never arrived, or it was a whole thing. So I've just kind of like gotten the ick from them. I do have one thing from them which was gifted to me by the fabulous Brianna, so appreciated. And it was Flight Club. It was the little Batty palette, and it's purple, and it's absolutely stunning. It's so, so cute. And I did like the formula. But for me, yeah, I don't know, if it was more easily accessible and the brand wasn't a bit all over the place, then maybe. But they're really bad with keeping their stock up to date. So I don't know. Just ain't for me. Yeah. Cute.
Yeah, it's just not for me
Yeah.
either. It's just not the colors I would personally use.
Yeah, same. Anyways, guys, I don't know what you think yet, but I'm going to show your overall impressions here. Then we have Fenty Beauty, and this is a collaboration between Fenty Beauty and Clara Lionel Foundation. And apparently 35% of every purchase is donated to the Clara Lionel Foundation, which supports climate resilience and climate justice projects in the US Caribbean. Now, here's the thing. This particular charity is also run by Fenty, by Rihanna, so it's like one of their charities. So can you even really call it a collaboration when it's almost within the company? And am I being very, very like cynical and thinking that yes, they're putting 35% towards charity, but are they going to have this as like a write-off?
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough, if they do, that's grand. It's still going towards like a good cause, but I'm just super cynical. It's €25. It's their Gloss Balm Universal Lip. The shade is Candy Soda. They say it's a shimmering holographic rose pink. I mean, they kind of have me with holographic. I think that's quite interesting.
Really pretty.
It
I'm
does.
not gonna lie.
It does. But
I wish it was more sparkly though. I don't know if it's just my pictures, it might be because sometimes it's hard to tell, but I would wish it had like more sparkle.
No, you're right, because when I was looking at it on Fenty's own website and I was getting these pictures, I was like, oh, these feel a bit like lackluster. Like,
yeah, like just like a clear gloss kinda.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this?
A little bit of shimmer.
Like, how is this holographic? It isn't really. Like, it looks pretty. It absolutely is.
You can like slightly tell it on a deeper skin tone, like slightly, but you have to really look. And I wish it has like more intense sparkles.
I agree. And for €25, I'm just not like, it looks nice. I love that they're putting something towards charity, but for me, I'm not going to be running out and getting it. And I'm going to say, I've said it before, but I feel like Fenty has lost their edge.
Yeah.
They're just not as interesting. And I think it's because Rihanna isn't really at the helm in the same way that she once was. Like, she's busy being a mum. She's off enjoying that phase of her life, which, you know, fair enough. Do what you want to do. But I do think the brand is struggling a bit as a result of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's not for me. But it's quite funny because, like, I remember the days when we'd all like lose our absolute shit over like gloss bombs and stuff, but I'm kind of like, oh, it's been done literally so many times, and there's only so many lip glosses that you really need.
Yeah, we're kind of over it now.
Pretty much. And I'm going to show you guys what you thought of it, but we're going to end on this one. This is at the moment a sneak peek. And I say a sneak peek because this was kind of announced 6 days ago, and they did say over on Glamlite that this is going to be available this week, but they haven't like announced it or shown it yet. It's a collaboration between Glamlite and Garfield the cat. I am grossly excited. I shouldn't be as excited as I am, but there's a cat involved, so obviously I've lost all fucking reason. I think they need to do an orange blush. I think that would be super, super smart. Maybe like a lasagna sort of a blush that has like a red and an orange, and you could mix them or something like that, because that would actually make, maybe a red and orange and a yellow to really make sense of its fur. So I'm getting very excited about it.
Can you tell? And I'm just like, Glamlite, please stop releasing stuff. You released so much stuff this year. I'm so bored. I can't get excited about anything anymore. You launch because it's just too much. Like when brands do this thing, it's just like we talked about it so many times with other brands too. It gets tiring. It's like never ending stuff, and it's just like I feel like if they would just do less and put more their effort in those launches, I feel like it would be better for everyone.
I agree. And I mean, we've seen it before with brands like say for instance, Anastasia Beverly Hills, they were on a high at one point, and then they did way too many collabs. They did a Jackie Aina collab, and then about 2 or 3 weeks later, they did a Carly Bible collab, and everyone lost their minds. Jackie Aina wasn't happy. I still maintain that Jackie Aina palette was incredible. It didn't get all of the acclaim that it needed to because ABH was just pumping palette after palette after palette, and people got really annoyed. And then the Norvina palettes came out, and there was 3 all in one go. And that's when like ABH started to go down, and they've really struggled to regain where they were. They're kind of starting to come back now, but Glamlite is in the exact same position where they're just doing too many things, and it's going to be very, very difficult for them to regain it because they have definitely been on a high of people loving it, but this could seriously impact them. I do personally think it is hilarious to go from like horror collabs of like Freddy Krueger and now here's a cartoon cat.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a wildly different direction. I do love cats though, and I think Garfield is absolutely adorable, and I already want it without knowing what any of it is, which is stupid. So
Grace is probably gonna get it.
I hate myself for that though, but I'm like, oh, I do like this, and I do like Glamlite's formula. Like, I do think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And since they started shipping to Ireland, I of course lost my fucking mind. I went la 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 la, and I bought so much stuff from them. It's not even funny. Like it's an indicator of something very troubling. But who knows? Maybe next week we'll actually be showing what the products were. But at the moment, I said we're filming on a Wednesday, so we don't know exactly what it involves yet. But my gorgeous friends, that's it. That's the end of this video. But I do have my favorite comment, and it's from the live last week. And this is from the fabulous Janet, who said, "The one where blushes are denounced and love is professed for all things mugs and Lucy Lawless." Which, honest to God, that was essentially the contents of the live. If you don't know that I'm neurodivergent, you could really see it in the live because I struggled to keep on task. I was on tangents. I started talking about Xena Warrior Princess. Was there a Xena Warrior Princess collab? No, there wasn't. I just started talking about Lucy Lawless. I can't even remember where it came from, but I will defend Lucy Lawless until the end of time. But as I said before, thank you so much for all those who watched the live. I will be doing another one soon. I'm thinking probably the 16th of December. Which is a Saturday morning, so we can all hang out and be fucking weird together. You know the general drill. But my gorgeous friends, that's it. That's the end of this video. You know how to find Tia. I'll have all of her information down below. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. It's polite, and we're nice over here. And do please share, because sharing is caring, except of course for STDs, in which case just wrap it up. Don't be gross. That's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.